auctioneers and real estate brokers, and we enjoy helping our clients sell auction-worthy properties. Lee Berry is with us tonight. She's the listing agent for this property, and it's been a pleasure to work with her. On behalf of Lower Gwinnett Township, welcome. We're glad that you're here to participate in this auction. This is a simulcast auction with live and online bidding. If you're watching online, welcome. We have a camera set up for you to watch. We'll be keeping the current bid and the asking bid updated online for you to follow along and to bid. We also want to welcome any other real estate professionals that are here tonight. This area is blessed with many terrific real estate agents and brokers. Agents, if you haven't already, you can pick up a copy of our auction guide from Renee. She'll be happy to share that with you. So the terms of the auction tonight: this property is being offered free and clear of any liens or encumbrances. It's being sold with no warranties or guarantees. It's being sold in as-is condition, including all faults and defects. This sale is not subject to any contingency, including financing or inspection contingencies. There is a 10% buyer's premium paid by the buyer on the winning bid. The winning bid plus the 10% buyer's premium will comprise the total purchase price. The real estate transfer taxes will be calculated on the total purchase price, and the buyer pays both transfer taxes. Lower Gwinnett Township will provide the new owner with an access easement to Old Bethlehem Pike via the existing gravel driveway that runs through the township-owned open space. So from this stake right here, this is the property line, the township will grant an easement for this owner to use the rest of that driveway for access to Old Bethlehem Pike. In addition, Lower Gwinnett Township will be creating a temporary access easement on the property for Old Bethlehem Pike traffic until the bridge replacement on Old Bethlehem Pike over Willow Run is complete. So once that bridge is under construction, there's not access for the homes in this section of Old Bethlehem Pike. So that temporary easement will allow for those property owners, their visitors, guests, and for emergency vehicle and delivery vehicles to access this driveway. That is a temporary easement only until the bridge is completed. This is a reserve auction. The township reserves the right to reject any and all bids. The purchase of this property shall not be binding upon the seller unless and until the Township Board of Supervisors has authorized the board chairperson to sign this agreement. Once we've reached the top bid, we will conduct just a brief recess here for the township to meet. They are all gathered at the township building, the supervisors, and they will make a decision, and then we will proceed with selling the property. That will happen tonight. The winning bidder will pay a $30,000 down payment. That down payment is non-refundable. That winning bidder will also sign the purchase agreement and the seller disclosure immediately at the conclusion of the auction. The balance will be paid at settlement, which will take place on or before September 24th. I hope you got to read about the history of this property. In a beautiful setting, 17 acres behind this property are preserved open space. Located in a beautiful development, easy access, and a lot of possibilities here in this home. I'm anxious to drive by here in 2 years and see what the owners have done with it. I think it's going to be spectacular. Tonight is your opportunity to own this property. Here we go. What do you want to give? What do you want to bid? 800. 8 to bid 800. 800. 700. 7 to go. 7 to bid 777. It was 600. 600 first. 600 to go. 6. You want to bid 600. 600 to go. 6. You bid 600. 500. 5 to start it. 5 to go. 5 to bid 5, 5 to bid 5, 5 to bid 5, 5, 5, 5 to bid 500. 500,000. 5 to go. 5 to bid 5. You can bid to Renee, to Mike, to myself. Mike is monitoring the online bidding, looking for 500,000. 5 to go. 5 to bid 5, 5, 5, 5 to bid 5,000. 500,000. 5 to go to bid 5, 5. Give me 400 to start it. 400, 4 to go, 4 to bid 4, 4 to bid 400, 4 to go, thank you, 400, and now 4 and a half, 400 bid and 4 and a half, 400 and 4 and a half, have go a half, 450, 400 to bid and 4 and a half, have give 400 and a half, 400 and a half, thank you, now 5, 5 to bid 500, 500, I have 4 and a half, 500, 4 and a half, and 5, 5 to bid 5, 4 and a half, and 5, 4 and a half to bid and 500, 5 to go, 5 to bid 5, 5 to bid 500, 500, 4 to 4 and a half, and now 500, I have 450 bid, 500,000, 5 to go, 5 to bid 5, 5, about 475. We'll go slow. Give me 475. Thank you. 475 and now 5. 475 and 5. 5 to bid 500. 475 to bid and 5. 5 to bid 500. 475 and 5. Who else? 500,000. 475 and 5 to bid 5. You want to go 5? Thank you. 5. 5 and a half. 550. 5 and a half. 5. 5. 5 and a half. 525. I have 500. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half, sir. 5 and a half. I have 550. Give up 4 and a quarter. Excuse me. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 550,000. 550. I have 525, 520, 5 and a quarter, 525. Give me 5 and a half, 5 and a half. You know, in 20 years, it's not going to matter what you paid for this house. I got 525, 5 and a half, 550, 550. You want to do it? 550, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. I have 525 and 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Thank you. 575, 575, 575, 5 and a half, 575, I can't tell, 575, thank you, and now 600, 575, the bid and 600, 600, 575 and 6, you bid 600, 575 and 6, 575, 600, you want to go, 600, 575 and 600, 600, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 625, I have 625. I have 600, 625, 625, I have 600 and 625, 625, 6 and a half, 650, 650, 625 here, 6 and a half, 650, 650, you want to go 650, 6 and a quarter, 650? 650, thank you. 675, 675, I have been 675. I have 6 and a half, and now 75, 675, 675, thank you, and now 700. 7 to go, 7 to bid 7, 7, 6 to go, 675, 700, 700, 700, 700, 100 to bid 700. I have 675 and 700. We're going to hold your bid at 675. We're going to call in with the township. They're going to have a meeting. We'll be right back. Your bidder number at 675. Thank you. We're going to hold right there. We'll be back as soon as we can. Thanks.
We're going to pause the meeting for executive session. We will return.
All right, here we go. All right, Clint. This is Clint. He works for the township. And Clint, this property is going to be sold tonight. You're okay with that, right? Okay, here we go. $675. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do $10,000 increments. We won't go less than that. I have $675, $685, $685, $685, $695, $695, $85 here, $695, $695, $695, $95, $95, $705, $705, I'd have been $705. I have $695, $705, $705, I'd have been $705. It's going to be sold real soon. $705, $705, $715, $715. You want to do it? $715. I have $705 here and $715, $705 and $15, $15 and $15. Would you do $710? 705 is a bid. 705 and 710, 10. Who else? Last call. Who didn't bid yet? Now's your chance. 705 and 710. 710. 710, 715, 715. I have 710 here. 715,000. 715, 15. You want a 15. 710, 715, 710, 15, 15. You want a bid 715? Going once, it's 715. 710's a bid. 715. Going again, going twice, 715. The high bid is $710,000. Looking for 715. Last call, $715,000. Sold it right here. Thank you very much. Thank you for bids. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for attending tonight. Don't leave empty-handed. Renee, we have some yardsticks here if anybody wants a yardstick. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for attending the auction. And again, we look forward to driving past here in about 2 years and seeing what happens. So we'll have some papers for you to sign real soon. The president of the board, she'll be coming down here to sign some papers, and the buyer will have those ready for you in just a moment. So if I said a moment, be a few minutes. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your bidding.
Did make a motion. Is it on? Okay. I'm just making an agreement. We have before us consideration of the sale of the Ingersoll house, which is our property at 1145 Stonehouse Road, in the amount of $710,000. Is there a motion?
We accept the 710.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Nope.
Oh, is there any any comments from the board? Any comments from the public? Seeing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Did we lose him? The board did meet in executive session during this meeting to discuss items of real estate and property. Now open it up to any public comment. Seeing none. Are there any comments or concerns from the board?
I'd like to thank John for all his hard work. He did all the groundwork to sell the building. He just did a fantastic job. So thank you very much, John.
Second that. Thanks, John. Also, thanks to our Historic Advisory Committee for doing all the research on the home. I think that helped really add some color and character to the description of the house.
Yes, you're here.
I'd like to thank everybody involved in this technological feat that we did tonight in coordinating an in-person meeting as well as an in-person auction. So we greatly appreciate all of the background work that everyone did to coordinate this effort. Very appreciative. With that, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. Thanks. Oh, you can ask a question.
Was this property given to Horseshoe,
Lower Gwinnett?
Lower Gwinnett Township, or was it purchased?
Purchase.
Why were you always told it was given?
Don't know. We purchased it.
We'll bypass that question. The next question is, what happened to the restoring of the house, which you had promised? Not just maybe you, but your predecessors?
Well, as it relates to, since I've been on the board, we've been trying to maintain the house.
You what?
We've been trying to maintain the house. Yeah. Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
We've been trying to maintain the house. So I think we paid for roof. I think we repaired windows and put new windows in, but the house had gone unmaintained for a long period of time.
2 windows.
I don't know how many windows, 2 windows, okay. So when, I've only been on the board, I think 4 to 5 years. Our goal has been to try and maintain it, and the upkeep is significant.
I'm going to tell you a little story about that house. Did you have time to listen? All right.
The meeting is over, but you can go ahead.
Okay. My parents were from Ireland. They immigrated here in 1925, and they came the old-fashioned way, you know. All the paperwork, they didn't cross the border that way. And they came here, and they got a job at Ingersoll's. My mother was the upstairs maid, and my father was the horseman. He took care of the horses in the stable. And they got to be pretty friendly with the Ingersolls. And later on in life, my wife actually took care of them before they passed away. So I'm familiar with the house. And I walked through it tonight before the auction, and I said, what a shame. What a shame to let it go this badly. And who's